What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pretty in the Process. We are here with an episode of No One Told Me, so I'm gonna tell you. And I am here with somebody that is just like extremely important to me. We've really grown up together. I've got to see so many phases of her life, and she's watched me through so many of mine. And you look absolutely beautiful. Like,
thank you.
You're not even aging. You're aging backwards, actually.
Hi, guys. My name is Faith. Known Bree since I was 17, 18.
Yep. Yeah, you were a baby. We were babies.
Literally in college.
Yeah.
Literally in college.
That's the thing. You've always been an overachiever.
Yeah, no,
You've
facts.
Always been an overachiever. This video is brought to you by High End Hair, specializing in extensions, weaves, wigs, micro links, you name it. High End Hair provides it. If you're here in Dallas, you can get your hair done here, and if you're not, we are shipping internationally. Faith got her hair done today. How are you feeling?
Oh my gosh! Like who is?
We ain't passed the mirror she ain't looked in.
Right. Like it's giving businesswoman.
Yeah.
It's giving. I'm here as your director, and I need you to do this.
And if you tell me if we can say this or not. You told me how like your hair wasn't as thick anymore.
Yeah. So after it's called postpartum. Like obviously, if you're a mother, you already know this, but you get hair loss during the process a little bit because of so many hormones leaving your body, coming in your system, kind of going in and out after having a baby. And so I had postpartum hair loss shortly after I gave birth to my child, but it wasn't so much to where you could tell that.
Right. 'Cause you have thick hair.
I have such thick hair and coarse hair, so it wasn't like you'd be like, oh dang, you got a bald spot.
It.
I felt it.
Yeah.
And I knew it, and my mom saw it too. My siblings saw it. But like anytime I would just brush my hair, it would be like clumps. But it wasn't to where an extreme like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep my hair up.
Still, as a woman, it still makes you feel that way.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, it does, because you're like, it feels like your beauty is being stripped piece by piece.
Ooh.
Yeah, it literally does, and it's people like, oh my gosh, it's just hair. No. This is temple. My whole body's a temple. Like this was my child was, in me. I was nourishing my child. Like everything that I was doing was not just for me. It was for my child too.
Yeah. And how was your experience at High End Hair?
Bro. It literally felt like I was just talking to my sister or something like that. She was just doing my hair. So I recently just started a new position. I am now the director of venue events for a nonprofit hangar. So for those of you who don't know what hangars are for airplanes where they park. But mine is more so, it's actually educational. So it's museum. So you can take your kids there. You can do birthday parties. You can do, like American Airlines is one of my clients. So we are hosting a dinner for them there in 2 weeks. So yeah, I pretty much sell the hangar space for whatever conference, anything, like literally any event. It could be a photo shoot, it could be Nike. So yeah, that's what I do. I've worked my butt off to be a director at such a young age. Yeah. So yes, I'm just very happy. Yeah. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see my girl.
Yeah.
It's.
Well, you're more than that. You have to keep going. Like.
I'm also mom.
Yes.
Fresh mommy.
You're a mommy.
I have a almost 2-year-old in July. She is fun. She's she's extra. Okay, like me.
Just like you. I was like, you call her extra?
Just like me, but I love her to death. She's my rock and soul.
I love you because of your humbleness. She will, like, this woman is very, she's very humble in a regard of, if you don't ask her, you're not going to know. You're not going to know that she's traveled all over the world. You're not going to know that she was a flight attendant before she worked at this. You're not going to know that, that she's wanted to be a mom her whole life. Like, this is really her calling. I feel like it's your calling. Like, you've always been such a lover girl. You've
since
always,
we met,
yeah.
I was like, I want to be a mom.
Yeah.
I want to be a mom.
You've always wanted to be a mom. So even with all your other accolades, I feel like the reason you're so humble about those things is because what you really are passionate about is being a mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
that
always had that.
Nurturing, that caring. Yeah. Definitely.
And you're an older sister.
Yeah, and I'm an older sister by 12 years. Yeah. So my sister will be 16 in July. It's crazy. And then my brother is going to be 15 in June.
I remember your siblings when they were like
4 and 5.
Oh my gosh, they were so
4 and 5.
So cute.
Yeah, 4 and 5. Bree was there to see me as I'm like, I have to go home because I have my siblings. Yeah, I remember we used to.
You were like co-parenting with your mom.
Yeah, I was helping my mom out a lot because I grew up in the military world, so my dad was always away. So it was my mom and I really just kind of locked in together with my siblings. But nonetheless, it was very much fun because Bree got to see that side of me, and it was definitely different from, you know, college and us going out and venturing out and meeting people and just being out there in the world. There was another side of me that was very much like soft and nurturing. And
I think that your household was like different. I loved going to your house a lot because it was so much different than mine, because I felt like although, you know, your dad might have been, you know, out doing all these different things in the military, there was so much love and so much warmth, and your mom would be yelling at you to get home because she cooked dinner.
Yeah.
You know?
She didn't want me to miss dinner.
Yeah, she didn't want to miss. You guys had home cooked meals all the time.
Every single night.
Yeah.
Every single night. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just welcoming.
I think your mom was like kind of a role model for me growing up too, because she kept the house, like, I never saw it be extremely chaotic. Like, although there might have been like little things going on, it was nothing just absolutely insane, or maybe she just hid it very well.
She was a clean freak.
Yeah,
that girl tidied up everything.
Yeah, the food was good. Like, everything was in order. She was always kind. She was always nice. And she liked to host too. You guys would have like events and stuff at your house. So like, I feel like that's where you get it from.
I get the hosting from.
Yeah. Okay.
Warm, welcoming. I know. Definitely when I get my cribbo, we're gonna throw a party.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a adult party.
Okay.
It's gonna be like.
Faith that she know how to party.
Okay, I know how to throw. I'm all about experience. If you're throwing a party, my number one question to you is going to be, what is the experience that you're trying to deliver to your guests, to your attendees, to your partners, whoever it is that you're hosting this event for, whether it's your neighbors? What is the experience? Is it seamless? Is it luxury? Is it, I'm just here to be here?
That's good.
Okay, because people kind of just forget, oh, I'm hosting this event but for what reason? To get people together because I've missed them. I haven't seen them in X, Y, and Z in so many months, so many years. I want people to touch base. I want people to connect. So for you, when you host your events, you want people to connect. That's your experience.
Yeah.
That's what you want to project out to the people. I have these people that I know, and I want you to know them. Because 2 to 3 years from now, when you need somebody, hey, remember when Bree threw that party?
And then I connect. I'm very good at connecting people.
Yeah, she really is. Because she locked me in with a couple of people, and I'm just like, I can't believe we're still,
to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I am a matchmaker for friends, for sure.
Yeah, you need to start a business with matchmaking, though.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
dating?
I don't know about dating. Actually, I did get somebody married. I did introduce people that got married. I'm not even really their friends no more. They're married.
Oh my God. No, yeah, you would be really good as a matchmaker. You just have this like.
It's not really that I'm not their friend, but they were just a lot younger than me. And that was the whole reason I introduced them, because I wanted her to meet people that were her age instead of hanging out with people that were 10 plus years older than her. It's like, I want to introduce you. And so
it needs to be aligned.
It needs to be aligned. Exactly.
Yeah, like where you at? Like if I'm 22 and you're 34, like we're not going to align. Like I'm going to want to go out because I'm single, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a kid and all that stuff. Like, that's what
and I also feel like you have to be on the lookout for people that are maybe like 10 plus years older than you and somehow still are able to attach to you, because a lot of times those people kind of they could potentially have some ulterior motives, you know. Some of them have ulterior motives that are bad, but some of them, like, they might just be lost themselves, and that's some work that they need to work on themselves if they're finding themselves attracted to extremely younger people, whether that's friendship or dating. Like, it's not, I think a lot of times people think it's weird when it's just dating, but even with friendships, because now they might call you annoying or childish, all these things. Oh, that's
petty.
Yeah, but they're 20. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, and also I'm a firm believer that it has something to do with what you missed out.
Yeah.
So whatever that is, regarding if you got married early, if you had a baby early, your early teens, so you never got to live the 21 and up life. Like, you know what I'm saying? That these are things that you missed out on life. So now you're trying to play, essentially, for lack of a better terms, is you're trying to play catch up.
Yeah.
For what? You 34, 35, you're trying to play catch up for what?
For your 20-year-old, for your 18, for your 17. You gotta let it go.
Yeah, you just have to be like, okay, I'm 34. I'm whatever age I am. This is where I need to be in life.
Now, yep. This is
Yeah,
what I'm
you
doing now.
stop trying to play catch up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna catch up.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you about to
Yeah.
be behind.
And you're catching up too. This is your life. These are your cards that you were dealt. You're trying to catch up for the people that you're
Right.
seeing on social media and what your friends live in.
The Jones.
That's not your life.
Yeah.
Your life is just, so there's no catch up to play because this is your life. Like,
And essentially, you're just digging yourself a hole,
Yeah.
a really big hole, because then you're looking at people your age, you're like, oh, I'm not there. Well, pause, because look at what you're at. Look at your surroundings.
You're
look who
here.
You're with. Like,
Yeah.
you are a product, firm believer of you are a product of your environment. So unless you switch that up,
clock that. That's the thing, because the product of your environment is crazy. Faith was just saying that, like, she was like, I thought you loved, I'm no longer at the company I was at before, and she was like, I thought you loved that place. And it's like, because wherever I'm at in the moment, I'm gonna make it beautiful. I'm gonna make it great. It's gonna be the best thing for me and for what, it's the best thing right there. But as soon as the environment becomes no longer the best environment, I've never been afraid. I don't think you've ever been afraid to move on and go to the next thing.
and I think that's why we're so close. Because listen, last time I spoke to her I was pregnant. I was literally pregnant. I haven't seen this girl since I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
But here we are. Like, we just hung out yesterday.
Yeah. And that's why I love you. That's why this is like, I still consider you one of my best friends in the world, because like because of this. Because you're getting your own experience. I'm getting my own experience. We have different things but it's still like,
Yeah, and we never miss a beat.
Yeah.
We never miss a beat. Regardless if we don't talk to each other 6 months from now, a year from now.
because then we sit down for 30 minutes and
be like,
we're caught
oh.
up. Okay.
Next.
Yeah, and I'll see you again.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that when the time aligns and when it's right, then we'll be right back to spending time together as much as we did in the past. Or maybe not, because when you get older, you just don't have that type of time to do that.
Right,
But right now, like, it's just like, you're doing something and God's working on you in the ways that he needs to work on you, and I'm doing something completely different.
Yeah.
But he's not keeping us in contact.
Separated,
Separated, but still knowing and for no reason. And if you don't have friends that you've been friends with for over 10 years, it's time for you to check yourself, and it's not always everybody.
Yeah.
I think it's a red flag if people don't have friends that they've had for over a decade.
A smaller circle.
Yeah.
Like somebody that you can truly rely on. Like if I know I needed anything in this world, lay my head in or anything of that nature,
Girl,
I can call this girl.
You can.
Me and
Whatever
me
happens, yours.
and my daughter are stuck.
Come on.
Right.
Y'all, I got in trouble. Let me tell y'all. I got in trouble. I'm going to tell him. Can I tell him?
Yeah. So
Okay, so when Faith was pregnant, Faith was like Kylie Jenner. Okay?
Period.
She is. That's who she is. Like, she's very private.
Move in silence.
She's very, very private. And then she got me, and I'm very, very loud. Like, she's loud too, but she's private with her loud. Like, she's loud with her people. And then I'm on social media. So anyways, she had this beautiful chocolate curly head. Like, this baby looked like an angel. Like, I ain't never seen a baby this pretty in my life. And I've seen her when she was a baby, and I watched her sisters and brothers grow up, and her mom, in my opinion, like, even mentored me at a young age. So now I'm just excited, y'all. Why I post her baby before she posts her baby?
Bro. Boy, I said check that. I said delete. Nobody seen her yet.
But I needed that. Like, I needed that firm. Like, I think that something else that I want to talk about is like boundaries. Like, being able to have firm boundaries and being able to let somebody know when you cross their boundaries. Now, a lot of people, if their friend comes to them and says, hey, whoa, hold on. Like, I don't like this. Why did you could be defensive. I could have been defensive and been like, girl, like,
Right.
And that would end a friendship, rather than knowing that my sister felt like I had crossed her boundaries, and I did. She didn't feel that way. I did cross her boundaries. And the fact that she felt comfortable enough to let me know instead of just cutting me off, because she could have just cut me off and said, I'm never talking to you again, block me. Like, that could have been the situation. Like, a decade-long friendship doesn't just happen because people aren't afraid to have hard conversations.
Uncomfortable conversation.
There's some advice you could give about creating boundaries with friends, and then when they get close to those boundaries, how to address them.
Yeah, so I think this is a majority of society, how friendships die is because nobody really knows the boundaries, and people are afraid to speak up boundaries. But you should set boundaries for yourself, for the people around you, the people you surround. So regarding friendship, honestly, if you built that trust and you built that you can, like fall back on me and I can fall back on you, vice versa. First of all, you got to have a trust first, okay? Like trusting that person, like if I needed to lay my head somewhere because something, God forbid, happened, she would be there. Like I could call her and she would be there. You know what I'm saying? Like you really try to look back at your contacts and be like, this person's not going to be there. So when you create these boundaries, you can be like, I know she's going to have my back. Whatever it is. I need $20 for gas money.
I don't want to interrupt you on that, but I want to say that, like, if she were to call me and she was in that situation and she said, hey, me and baby girl need a place, like, I would feel honored. Like, that's the thing, like, the difference, like, it can't be people in your life that you're like, I'm scared to ask them because they might say
judge me.
Like, I would
look at me weird.
Honored. Like, I would be honored because I want to get in the ground with you and come up together. Like, I would be honored. And I guess that's why when things are hard, it's easier to have uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah. And people are just be like, you know what, I'll just do it on my own. But sometimes you can't do it on your own. And I learned this because I'm a mom now. Like, I have to have help. Because if I don't, I'm going to burn myself out, bro. I'm going to burn myself out, and I'm going to literally be like, I'm crashed out. And the last thing I want my daughter to see is her mother crashing out.
Yeah. Ooh,
no.
That's good.
I've never seen my mama crash out. There's 3 of us. She raised 3 of us. She's never crashed out in her life. And I don't know how she does it every single day. I witness her working a double shift, cleaning houses, coming home to a home-cooked meal myself, my mom. I look at her and I'm like, I have 1 kid and I'm baby, I'm tired. Like, how you do this? Like, I am tired. But anyways, back to like boundaries. I think for us, when we had that, I was like, bro, Bree can take whatever I say. She can take it however she wants to. But we've had that. It wasn't our first uncomfortable conversation. We had breakups so many times. Yeah. Okay, this girl pulled up to my house with some flowers, period. That's the kind of... We went out to dinner, okay?
Because I love my friends.
Right, we're not... It wasn't our first uncomfortable conversation. Yeah. And I feel like that's how you really can create boundaries is first, if I tell Bree this, she's not going to take it the wrong way.
Right.
But guess what? 8 months down the road, I'm moving back here to Dallas. We're going to connect back again.
Yeah.
We'll never.
It's selfish for somebody to tell you crossed their boundaries and then be like, "Oh, I'm mad." How I'm gonna be mad at you because I crossed your boundaries? That's toxic.
Yeah, and I think that's when I knew I was really like growing up. Is like, yeah, you had posted my kid, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let her know. But I wasn't upset. I wasn't like, like some people like they put themselves through that.
Yeah.
Like they want that. Like for what reason?
For what reason?
Like, it's just a lot of power hold. You just got to be like, listen, I didn't like the way that you did that. Here are the reasons. Here are the valid reasons. But you know what? Post my kid whenever you want to after I post her.
Yeah.
Because then, like, Kylie Jenner I didn't showed off my baby.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, your baby's prettier than Kylie Jenner's. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
She gonna sue you.
I love you, Kylie, but like, hey, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all have to meet her. She has to be on camera. She's a little conceited though. I ain't gonna cap. That girl loved to look in the mirror. And
I'm telling you, acting. She has to be in acting, modeling, acting, something.
Ooh. I know. I need to put her in here
immediately, like at a young age.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's wrap this up. You got to get to work.
I know. I do. I do.
They knocking on it right now.
They looking for me.
Hey, Faith, well, I just want to thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your love, for your spirit, for your friendship, and for trusting me to help you get a new look with your hair. Yes. Any final words?
I feel like a babby.
Period. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.